What's up everybody, this is Natural Soap Man with another review here on another Tuesday. And my friends, we were back at it again with another Stirling soap company. This time we're reviewing the Sharp Dressed Man. So let's get right into the review. And alright guys, check it out, this is what the box looks like. Let's bring it up close and personal. First, I think it's a little boring, but so this is a real traditional looking box. It's white, got your logos, nothing really special about it. So it is what it is, but that's what the box looks like. I just wanted to show you guys if you're curious what it looked like up close and personal. But with that being said, let's just move on to what the actual soap looks like. So let's move right on. All right, gentlemen, and this is what the bar looks like up close and personal. Let's go ahead and zoom in on that for you. As you can tell, it has a very natural color. I don't believe any colorants are added to the soap itself. A little marbling on this side, pretty neat looking. Feels good in the hands. It's a 5.5 ounce bar, so it's a little solid, a little heft to it. Just feels good, feels nice. Has the a little bit more of a rectangle rather than your traditional square or brick style. Pretty nice, looks good. Yeah, so ultimately that's what the soap looks like up close and personal. So let's go ahead and move on to the next part where we take a closer look at the ingredient. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and post the ingredients on the screen for you now. As you can tell, it's very similar ingredients from the Mountain Man. We have your beet tallow again, you have all your little oils that are very good for your skin, good for moisturizing, things like that. We have our red flag again, we have the artificial fragrance, and I definitely went a little bit more of a rant in the last video, but just for a refresher, we know that artificial fragrances or synthetic fragrances can possibly cause skin irritations, skin allergies, things like that. Is one of the reasons why we try to get away from using commercial soaps and switch to a more natural soap. So it's a little disappointing that that's present here. I know they claim that they can possibly safe and they're vegan friendly, things like that, but still, it still needs to be noted that it is a synthetic ingredient. So, but that's a close look at the ingredients, guys. So let's go ahead and move on to the next part of the video where we do the sniff test. All right, gentlemen, let's go ahead and do the sniff test. Basically, in this part of the video, we do our best to break down what the bar soap smells like. And in this case, again, kind of like the Mountain Man, was a little difficult to pinpoint exactly what they were going for. I have to look it up again, just like this one, but I'll just try to give you my first impressions of it before I even look it up, and just kind of give you my honest, I guess, impression of when I first smelt it. Basically, for me, it was, it's gonna sound weird, but to me, it was like a baby powder with an attitude. It was like baby powder, like citrus, kind of whatever. And that's kind of all I could do. You could definitely tell it was artificial smell. It definitely had a cologne vibe to it. Definitely has a cologne vibe to it. But I went and look it up. Apparently, like, they were inspired by like some type of green tea or green tweed, whatever, a cologne. And I could see that. I could see where like green tea, because it is definitely gentle, much more gentle than the Mountain Man. It does have this like baby powder, like, I guess green tea, I guess. But it definitely has like a sweetness to it. Definitely more gentle than the other one. But again, this is not a natural fragrance. This is artificial fragrance. And you could tell that immediately when you smell it. You could tell that it is not something of a natural smelling soap would normally have. But that's okay. It still smelled okay, whatever. Not necessarily my taste, I guess. It was, I thought it smelled fine, whatever. But you could tell. It was a little kind of weird for sure. But hopefully that gives you a better idea. Think baby powder, think green tea, think like citrus, kind of like with a little musk, I guess, in there. But it definitely has a cologne vibe. So think of cologne vibe and whatever cologne they said, like green tweed, whatever crap. But that's the smell. That's the fragrance there. So hopefully that gives you a better idea. Let's move on to the Lather Test where we'll see how this bad boy vibes. Alright guys, welcome back to the end of the video. We just did a lather test, and as we saw, the lather test is on point. Not surprising considering it has coconut oil and olive oil and things like that. Very similar to the Mountain Man. Now let's go ahead and start wrapping the video up. The box is boring, we saw that. The soap itself looks nice, looks natural. Comes in at 5.5 ounces at $4.75, so you get some pretty good value there. We know they can do this because according to the ingredients, they're partially natural. Their artificial fragrance allows them to maintain that affordability, as their website puts it. Yeah, and disappointingly, 90% of the ingredients are natural. Actually, are pretty on par with anyone else. We just run across the artificial fragrance again. The smell actually smells okay. It doesn't smell terrible. It definitely has a cologne vibe. I got like baby powder vibes. It's like a little sweet to it. It's very gentle. Some citrus elements, green tea, things like that, those type of notes are present. So it doesn't smell terrible. I know some people are gonna like it. Me, I'm on the fence on it. I don't hate it, I don't love it. It's one of those type of soaps for me. I think overall, do I recommend this soap to anyone? I would say pass on this one. I don't like this one as much as the Mountain Man. And the fact that the artificial fragrance is already something that makes me raise my eyebrow. So I don't know if I would recommend it to anyone. Performance wise, again, just like the other one, nothing noticeable. Did fine. Performed kind of on par with a lot of other soaps. Not the best soap I've used, but it wasn't bad, it wasn't terrible. It did okay, skin was soft and whatnot, so no red flags there. But I'll keep tabs on that as I'll be reviewing the next one. One more by these guys, the Deep Blue Sea, I believe it's called. So I'll probably be using this soap one more week, so we'll get a full fledged and I'll pretty much get my final opinion on how the soaps did. Overall, nothing really to report, anything bad or crazy. So ultimately, I think the soap did good, right? Performed good. Now we'll be reviewing one more soap by these guys, and that is, I believe, the Deep Blue Sea. And so I'll have one more week with these soaps, and then I'll basically get my final opinion on how these soaps did. Performance-wise. Now, in terms of recommendations, be very similar to the Mountain Man. If you have sensitive skin, no, stay away. If you don't mind the synthetic fragrance, which the company does claim, granted, the company themselves claim that the fragrance is safe for people to use, so take that for what that is. The bar soap is $4.75 and comes in 5.5, so you get a good size at a pretty good price. So if you're on a budget and you're looking for something maybe a step up versus traditional commercial, this is a pretty good alternative. This is a very good alternative compared to those. So, but ultimately for me, I wouldn't use this. I don't know. There's so many awesome options out there. Like this isn't. I'm probably not be using Stirling for me personally, but at the end of the day, though, that's my review. That's what I think and feel about the soaps. I think it's one of those things where it's up to you. I don't sit here and tell people to do their money. If you like those soaps, if you like your soaps on like that with that cologne vibe, and if you don't necessarily mind the synthetic fragrance and things like that, go for it. Cool. I won't argue with you. It's not my vibe. It's not my thing. Don't care, honestly. So, but at the end of the day, guys, hopefully you got some out of this review. Hopefully it helped you a little bit. And but till next Tuesday, I'll see you guys again with another in our last Stirling Soap Company review. Till then, though, take care.